Welcome to my Mystcraft Map, SMP, Episode 11. This evening I have switched to the Soartex modded texture pack. I have not modified the texture pack in any way, but it gives you a different perspective for what the various worlds that I've created look like. Those are the general rules. As you might be able to see, I have been a little bit busy since the last time you saw me. Wow, that's an impressive view of my area over there. It's actually a wonderful way of showing it off thanks to that glitch. Ooh. Let me switch into creative instead of cheat mode here. I need to fly around for a second to force these chunks to load. There we go. Looks like the connected glass textures aren't working for some reason. That's somewhat disappointing. Maybe I have to restart the client to get that to work, or I don't know. Unimportant for tonight's demonstration. Okay, let's try that again now that everything is loaded. And let's, wait a minute, I need to be in that mode for a moment longer. There, that is the correct mode. Okay. So, as you can see, I've cleaned things up a little bit. Don't know why I don't have any level. Might be another small glitch. And while it is still nighttime, I'm going to walk through preparing a couple of things. For tonight's project, I'm going to need a bunch of bundled cable, which can be created by making insulated wire and then using string in this pattern. That's not nearly as much as I thought I was making. Oh, actually, I need to rip off some more of this. Going to need a couple of these normal ones for later. The bundled cables are part of this recipe here. Did I get the recipe wrong? Oh, I did get it wrong because I put the wrong thing up there. It wants those. These will stay with me. So an assembler, here are some frames. Yeah, that should be enough for now. An assembler is made with cobblestone, redstone, a piston, and a chest. You can see them better if I do that. And that will give me a total of 16 assemblers. Excellent, I have some bundled cable left over. Those are the ingredients that I will need. How am I doing time-wise? Midnight. Yeah. Let's just have daytime. So, what I'm going to be doing is reusing this for something other than its intended purpose. That one. Ooh, I broke out the entire frame by mistake. Not quite what I wanted to do to it, but repairable. come on. I do not want to operate over that void. That's a no-win proposition. Really should have picked a better way of doing this. Let's see about here. And you know, it occurs to me I left some emergency jetpacks on the guild work area, and this is work for the guild, so I don't feel bad using the guild resources for that. There's that. And actually, I don't even care about that one because I'm not going to be putting anything there in the line of fire. It's all going to be here. So yeah, I'm just completely ignoring everything that's above this. This may as well not exist as far as I'm concerned. And actually, I'm going to want to do it that way, aren't I? Shift click. Not worth getting. I could take the fall damage, but just getting back up here is not worth replacing that. Deployer. That's not going to work. Drat, I didn't even need to take that out in the first place. Ah! Yay. Annoying. It's too far down for me to even place those. Aw, he blew away my scaffolding. What is this? 3. That is something that I'm out of it already. That right there is something that I completely do not miss above world on modded bucket servers. Oh, I've got the drill in the wrong spot. Won't let me delete them normally, so goodbye. Deallocate yourselves as you see fit. I might actually run out of those at this rate. That's going to be slightly annoying. I think I can deal with that in a sort of novel way later, though. Oh yeah, just ran out. Need more sticks. Did I run across anything? Oh yeah, I had a tree farm down there. Yay for more scaffolding. Don't need more chests. Do need more wood. That absolutely eats up trees. Now, there is a very good reason for why I'm doing what I'm about to do, but it's not going to make much sense initially. Actually, I'm still going to do that, but I'm going to do it differently. Well, I'll save that object lesson for later. For the moment, let's just trench across my neighbor's lawn. I will fix it later. Wow, that is a powerful trenching tool. Okay, thing number one. Oops, not quite that. Got to put these 1/8 panels on the underside of everything so that it will slip over the ground. And I just double paneled there. It will only be annoying to deal with, not a huge inconvenience. There's the slip ones. Now if I do this, I think, yes, there is my assembler. So the assembler, as I'm sure you've seen in other people's Let's Plays, has 16 instruction slots. Those instruction slots can either be used in a sequential manner, or they can be used in a programmatic manner if you attach it to a red bus cable. For this task, the sequential manner will be more efficient than the programmatic one, since I would have to dedicate a reserved IOX for that and program the computer specially, and this is mostly a one-shot deal here, so setting up the instructions for it in the assembler's heads themselves will be easier and faster than writing a custom program to do the same task. Oh my, that is annoying. Ah, I forgot a cable. Actually, I forgot two kinds of cable, but for the moment, come back and do this in the morning, but since I'm just building something, I don't need more creepers blowing up my neighbor's lawn. That's just not fun. Okay, where'd I put that? I thought I had that in my... Oh, I do have that in my inventory. Excellent. And you can, of course, make these type of jacketed panels like that. But what I actually need is the uninsulated wire. that. And why do I have exactly one left? I should not have one left. Oh! This is 15 long. Sorry about that, there was a minor interruption. Now, that's the 8 that I need for right here. And actually, with that cut down by 8, maybe I can fit this in. No, my neighbor's tree is just slightly too close, I think. Maybe... no. Definitely not. Not going to work. Well, that doesn't mean that I have to stop entirely. I can still kind of show off the idea here. So the idea is that there's also going to be a sideways section along this direction, which don't need that. That. That would also hook up to the assemblers, but it would not function in the manner that I require, since there, and there. That needs to connect. Ah, it went away. Joy. Okay, there we go. Now all of these are set up. So with these in place, I can actually remount my thing. Nice little glass view panes. Now, let's see. I am substantially out of the area that I need to be in. $96. Since it's a half-step motor system, I need to go 96 times that way in order to end up about where I want to be. It's going to take me a while to move this. I should probably stop the recording and resume it when I have gotten everything into position. So, as you can see, it hit one of my decorative pillar things here, and I had to take it out, but it happened to stop a little bit past halfway. This is actually a good thing, since the platform that I'd set up here is pretty much right next to where I need to work. I'm just going to extend it back a little and take advantage of this maintenance level situation to finish building the second part of this. need to be mindful of where I'm stepping. Wow, just the right number of covers. That's actually just sheer fluke. No, it looks like I've got one extra. Oh well. Not for long. Goodbye. Now the other 8 assemblers. Go here, here, here. Don't worry too much about that. I'm carrying around a sonic screwdriver instead of a normal screwdriver these days. There we go. And now let's get back up into my cab. Oh, that'll work too. Need to be higher. Ooh, almost didn't make that. Good, I would have landed on solids. So, I made it, well, it did finish on full motion. Those actually join, it's just a graphics glitch with the texture pack and or other stuff. Let's just try... I am slightly under halfway times, or slightly over. Let's just try that and see where I end up getting. That would be a problem later, but later, not now. Fascinating, isn't it? Ooh, that one was jerky. Must have crossed a frame boundary there. Oh, I see, I stepped fully onto the glass. Darn, I think I've gone too far. I know I've gone too far. Way too far. Not surprising if this... Oh good, it just stopped. I think. Yes, it just stopped. So this is, yeah. Don't know how far out it is, but it's obvious. Well, closer view. Not that side. Apparently not this side either. Oh, right, I can't get out that way. Yay. Super dangerous stunt work time. Yeah, not gonna work. Okay. By this, I can tell I need to move it forward 7. Now the question is getting up there to move it forward 7. Going to rapidly run out of these things. Good thing they're so cheap to make. Not through the hole, please. Oh, and that... good. Whoa! Not at all what I wanted. Oh dear. I'm not quite sure what hole I fell through, but I'm very glad that I built this thing. And even more glad that I was wearing the nano armor. Ah, that fall damage protection. How I miss you. I'm so glad they brought that back. Now that's just going to be super annoying. Well, that thing is lined up correctly, at any rate. I need to move you exactly 32 that way. But how do I get up onto that? Yeah, I don't really see any other way. I've got to use one of the jetpacks. Should have just worn one of those to begin with. Let's see, no. Here they are. Now, I forget. It's the MK, isn't it? Yeah. So, well, it says hover mode is enabled. I made this specifically for the guild, so... Is it one of those issues? Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I figured, oh, hey, I would have made a bunch of these by the time I got to this point. Not quite. So yeah, that would be why the jetpack didn't do what I wanted it to do. Actually, fully charged. The hover mode doesn't quite seem to be working. Not what I wanted. Thank you, jetpack. Oh, actually, I'm going to need 64. Much of the jetpack. See, that didn't use very much of the jetpack at all. It's just glitchy as glitchy as that. You know what? Let me off this ride. I will just come over here and wait on top of this thing. Ah, controlled landing. Or maybe the difference in height wasn't too much for the suit. Zooming in. Yeah, I think it's fine. Now, what height? Yeah, the surrounding height. Okay. Once again with that, since I'm the only one on and I virtually just slept in a bed. Ah, no, that's too much. How many did I tell it? Oh, I only wanted 32. Yeah. No, I need you to reset before I run into the tree. That, by the way, is how you perform a controlled abort on something. You hit the reset button and the start button with nothing in the disk drive. And it takes you back to where the OS was loaded. Okay. How far out am I? 5, I think. Yeah! Yeah, that's perfect. So to use the jetpack, I'm holding the space key, and I'm actually going to want to move the head down 1. And I forget, since I've just been using the strip mine and other most recent words, what the actual word is for it. Oh, I think I can just do HD. Yep, okay. Excellent, 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 excellent. Now there's one thing that I have not done, and that is gather the materials that I'm going to be using here. Let me consult my plan. That's the inner one, so I need the outer one. Let's see, I'm going to be using these for the outer one. I don't need the sticks at the moment. Along with these. And I don't need this, I don't need that, I don't need that. And what I need to do... Oh good, it did let me switch them since they were different items. What I need to do is put... I can't tell which one of these is the charged item. Annoying. Okay, each one of these will be getting a couple of these. And a couple of these. And I'm going to have to do that annoying thing for each and every one of these. You know, it would be interesting if it let me put in a couple in one spot and have it use that. And have it use that a number of times in a row. Because that would make this much more convenient if I were able to set up like 15 of one and then another 15 of another one for a 30 by 30 effect kind of thing. But at the moment I'm pretty sure that's not possible. Okay. That will actually be enough to work. Jetpack's being a little laggy on the ascent. That's fine. Now, let's see. Okay, what I'm going to want to do is just have yeah. So I've already set up that with the mining keyword. Okay. Let's watch it in action. The keyword that I just wrote will have this do 3 things for each of the 48 times that it does the action. The first one is the mining keyword, which triggers the mining heads above in a single action. I don't actually care what those are doing. It also triggers the assemblers here to begin going through their process table. And if you're monitoring what it's doing as it's doing it, you can see that it is advancing through the different materials. So it's building this for me in a pattern. And each time that it pulses, it advances that pattern 1. So there it is. And the thing at the end is going to have it loop around. The other mode is for if you interface bundled cable to it, it will allow you to control it via the output pins of the 16 colors so that you can have a much more complicated design via computer control. However, I didn't quite need that functionality. I was able to make it work with this functionality instead. So as you can see, it is looping through a pattern, and it is writing it all the way across my little space here. Now I'm going to write another keyword that will work with the other side over here, so that I can write blocks going in the northern direction. Actually, I am going to run into a small problem over here. This area is not well staged. I'm going to clear it out a bit. Just some landscaping. There we go. Nothing terribly major. And that will prevent most problems. But you know what, I could run over and get it, but it's just faster and easier to turn this back into cheat mode and get a marble. There we go. Better get 2 or 3 of these things. think I need one more. There we go. Not quite. It put it on the outside. Luckily, it didn't stop the thing. There we go. And that's actually going to interfere with things as well. Quickly swap out for that. And chainsaw these up. Don't worry, I'll repair all of that later. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. That is an interesting little feature set there, isn't it? That would have stopped it, and that can stop it too. And that should be the last run right there. Aw, man. It's definitely the last run. Yeah, the motor stopped, but it is in an annoyingly precarious position, which I will rectify here. There we go. Ooh, nice. It hit my other neighbor's doorstep. Jetpack mode. It's actually a lot smoother than it used to be for the jetpack. Ooh, auto descent. I like that hover mode. It's not hover mode, it's auto descent mode. So yeah, I'm going to need to refill these guys right here with some stuff. Oh, actually, scooting across that, what I need to do... Oh, I've got more of these than I thought. Is now I need to clear this out. Wow. Yeah, that's a hole with some slimes at the bottom. And actually, this happens to be in about the correct spot, too. I think 32 is fine for that. Let's just do that. That's easier. Massively boring. but still better than the risk and mind-numbing tedium of doing this by hand. At least this is all rigid and structured and controlled, and just have to quickly check it before I run it again, whereas the other thing, anything can happen. Speaking of anything can happen, let's just turn on the light so that I don't get any creeper spawns around me. Thankfully, this area is all torched up, so it wasn't actually a problem, but could have been. Like when I was next to my place, where I've been lazy and haven't torched it all up. Oh, look at that, I ruined his lawn. Ooh, that's not quite what I want. Yeah, give me his stair. His stair belongs in his stairway. Most of the rest will take care of itself, but is that the way that it was before? I don't know. That's good enough. Apparently I need to do it one more full movement. It's just easier to type that out. Whoa, whoa. Hey, don't do that to me now. Okay, so I already have one of those in place. I believe that was west behind me. Yes, it is. So I've got 8 down. That will take care of that nicely, and yeah, the floaty decorative block will be fine there. Pairing my neighbor's torches. I had another set in here somewhere. Yeah, that's correct. There we go. Should have put glass ones on the bottom. Would have looked so much nicer. Am I still in cheat mode? Yeah, I am. Why do that? Just sort of feels right. There we go. By the way, these... what? Why is this... Did I not use all of them in this, or... Oh, crud. This one's missing some supplies, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. That's fine, I can fix it by hand. Totally am not fixing that right now. Now we'll fix it. Crud? That's even more annoying. Is it off by 2 now because of that? I might have to destroy and replace the unit there, just to resynchronize it. Oh, that's weird. Is it just stuck on that one type? That would be so freaking annoying. Oh. Sort of stuck on that one type. It only had that one type to put. Totally my bad. Wow, I'm gonna have to dump that entire row and fix it. So annoying. So annoying. Would I be able to... Mostly. What is this? Annoyance factor number 5. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna do that. Could run over, I could slice these things, but this is already running long. Oh, actually, wait, that's already where I need it to be. Yay. You. No, you. Yeah, you are nowhere near what I need you to be. Explode, collect, reset. See, all the rest of these guys, well, no, they're not where I need them to be either. That's going to be annoying. So I guess I did not need to do that after all. Instead, what I need to do is remove everything from it. And I'll just remove you as well. That part doesn't actually matter. So this will reset, or I will just deal with the inconsistency manually, I'm not sure. It'll probably reset. Let's check further down the line. No, it hasn't reset yet. Okay. Now these things, this time I actually want... Ah, why are you advanced by 1? Oh no, it didn't actually... Stupidly annoying. Yeah, this part right here, that's stupidly annoying. I'm going to take the easiest method of dealing with this and just reset the entire head system. But to do that, I'm going to go 2 that way, so that I don't get myself into trouble doing something stupid. Just doing something mildly stupid. Ah! I forgot I had you. There we are. Now, as long as I'm somewhat careful, now this one is going to be slightly annoying. Because I have an area over there that I am highly reluctant to interfere with at the moment, and am planning on just waiting until later. That's one way of doing a full reset on them. Now, what am I doing for the pattern? Oh my. I'm sure I can do it with... because I need 40... no, I don't need 48, I need 24 blocks total for that span. So that's actually far too many. That is the required amount. Okay, that should do it. Ah, yeah. What happened there? I thought I hit enter on it. Is it still waiting? Did it get stuck? That shouldn't be the case. Don't know why this is annoying me. I already did that one. Oh. Thankfully, my own typo saved me a bit of trouble there. That works. Now, yeah, that'll just barely clear this tree. Why did it do that? Oh, don't tell me. No. I don't even know what happened there. It's like it got midway through deploying it and did it as soon as it moved, and then it was off by 1 the entire time. That's just an outright guess. Yeah. I don't know. Stupid things. Still better than nothing. It's just almost nothing. You know what? There we go. Ah, wow. That's uniquely special. And also the wrong one. I'm not even sure if the jetpack's enabled anymore or not. Well, that's a good start to the project. You'll see what I'm planning to do with it later, after I deal with these mobs. I'm back, and I am now having it put on the finishing touches with a different kind of material. I am using these to go through the very tedious work of setting up the inner checkerboard pattern, and I filled in the surrounding area by hand, this 2x2 section, since it wasn't quite as tedious, and since this was taking a little longer than I wanted with its default movement timing. It's set up for more complex operations between each movement. But now the effect can be complete. Ooh, that looks nice in the middle. It really stands out. By the way, the jetpack is significantly faster out of hover mode, but I find that the hover mode being activated stabilizes it and makes it easier for me to do what I want. I'll just move the head up one. There we go. Now you can see beneath it. So the entire area has a nice pattern set up, and unfortunately it's no longer lit up very well. But I think that will be taken care of next week when various things within the guild area on my server are set up, and when this is taken down and or moved elsewhere. Thank you for watching episode 11 of my Mystcraft Map SMP. I look forward to seeing you next time.